Okay, let's go for this again, shall we? Hi, I'm OKJ, and in 16 months, I'll be taking my Chinese O-levels for the very first time. But today, I'm on a road to redemption because after 2 months from taking my Primary 1 paper for the very first time, in what seems to be like forever, I'm gonna do it again and hopefully pass. It seems like I think the challenge is the same. So yes, there'll be 2 Primary 1 papers to be completed in 25 minutes and I will pass so long as I score full mark in at least one of them. Good luck. Okay, don't start first. 2 papers, 25 minutes. Let's begin. Okay. Okay, good pens, good pens. Okay, this is thinner. Jia Xing. Okay. Okay, so this is 汉语拼音 there are 9 questions to this. 姐姐喜欢在我们面前唱歌。No, not 唱歌，唱歌。What I realize is that my 汉语拼音 is a little bit weak because every time when I say the words, and obviously I studied, so I know it's like, oh, I've been saying in this tone my whole life, but there's supposed to be an H or there's supposed to be a U, so I try to like correct. 遍地黄金，遍地黄金，财运广进，故您要谨慎处理。财运广进啊，哎 ，no， 谨慎处理，财源广进，财源广进。抓齿 is I know it's claw, but it's like I don't know how to write. Never mind. Yeah, usually sometimes I know the words, but then sometimes I forget how to like write it. Okay, 双手 I know, 双手。Do I think that there's a huge improvement? I think so. I don't think I have the same lack of confidence that I had 2 months ago. 他只好去别的地方找东西吃。I guess like it's more smooth now. 小 something 把的动 something 很快。I mean I can read better. Clearly I know what I'm reading. This slightly more confidence is this. This is about the 笔画. How many strokes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You purposely choose papers that need me to write sentences one 啊。天上有云，还有yeah, I'm still not very good with my like character recognition, though some of them are like getting better, but obviously this is Primary 1 啊。老师，太阳。I am speed. No, but I'm not sure whether careless or not. Okay, 5 minutes. 汤喝坐 Okay. 1, 2. 军人鞋子擦窗 It's like 扫地 I got learned this before one. It's like I know them, but it's like I'm not sure whether I can get full marks now. Okay. Okay I know that I didn't get full marks. Do you have the answers? I think we can mark this on the spot lah.
You gotta mark it yourself.
Yeah, I mark it myself lah. We see how like what's what. Why you give me the higher Chinese papers? Yeah.
I didn't know.
No wonder why it felt different. I did this first and I did the other one. It was so much smoother. 7, 8, 8, 5. Yeah, this one I was also quite confident. 自从 correct. Very good. 放 is wrong. So I got 2 wrongs for this one. I put 天地, but I put like 天 like 天空的天, but it's like 天 is 天地. I was like 天地. I was like, oh, I mean sure it's like divine or something. So you see that there's still some gaps in my understanding, but it's a lot closer. It's a lot closer than 2 months ago. So I'm at least happy about that. Oh wow! They put 天上也有白云也有小鸟. I just put 天上有云也有鸟. Can I would take that as a yes. Oh my god! It's really sing. Okay, wait. What is this? This is sing sing one.
Yeah.
But what is sing sing?
世界上现存体型最大的灵长类动物银背大猩猩，其实它就是山壁大猩猩，也称为金刚猩猩。
I know it's a 猴子. I see already. I know that it was a monkey, but I was like, the way you call it 猴猴 what? Right? Who in the right mind go and name a gorilla Sing Sing? The gorilla knocked that person out, and then all he see was stars. Is it? There's no other way, what? I'm taking this loss, but I'm not accepting it.
Get me out of here. Can you believe that guy?
Then after that, row is correct. 他一回家就看电视 and I wrote 电 I don't know how to write 事 so I wrote like the 事情的事 which is the fact that I suddenly forgot how to write 鱼 is it's a very disappointing. Yeah, and for some reason I forgot how to write 桌子 jiao. You see the rest I'm okay. So this one I minus 1 minus 2. They put 妈妈去买水果 but because you know when you have these kind of things whereby they photocopy until it's like it's up to interpretation already. I said 买东西 I mean you want to be strict. I give myself 1 no. 因为yeah, correct. Yeah, so for this minus 1, minus 3, minus 4, I think I should get like maybe like 90% for both of them. Minus 6, minus 7. I scored 48 out of 55. It is 20 out of 25. Naturally, I failed, right? We have to take it as it is, which means I have to take primary 1 again. What? But I think like, you know, third time's the charm. But at the minimum, I think it has shown decent progress so far. To be frank, I just binge study 24 hours before because of the hecticness of like work and life. Yeah, this I think just goes to show that I can make progress, but I also need to spend a lot more time working on it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's your game.
I mean, okay. To be honest, it's like it's very hard for me for us to do all the like the like the fake acting thing. So there is another challenge as well, which I guess if our battery allows and with time allows, we're gonna go through that today lah. Surprise CNY pop quiz. Because in every class, there is a pop quiz to test the retention and true understanding of the language. How much have you truly learned from your recent CNY challenge? We'll find out in the next 30 minutes. Okay, I set the thing first. We a lot of effort to this, huh? This looks legit. 30 minutes. Chinese New Year pop quiz. Okay. It's only been a few weeks since Chinese New Year, and this pop quiz is going to test me on my biggest worry, which is how much have I actually retained from studying for these challenges. 好运连连, good fortunes again and again.
How much do you
好运连连. You think I don't know? 好运连连. I know I've seen all these words before, but for some reason, while some are familiar, the others are totally foreign to me. You gave the right word or not? 吉祥如意，马到成功，金银满屋，May all your wishes come true，万事如意。Okay. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna trust myself. Now it's time to move on to the next segment of the paper. And for this, I really don't want to let my friend down. Oh, these are the ingredients. 这个是叫成语吗？
这个也不用说是成语了，这个是我们华人过新年，我们有个习俗，就是说要捞鱼生嘛。
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。青萝卜、青春永驻。酸梅酱 is 甜甜蜜蜜。I just do all the obvious one first. 劲爆菜劲爆。花生生意兴隆。One of the terms, one of the recent trendy terms, you know, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Okay, got time. 猪白萝卜，步步高升。Okay. Where's my 花生粉？生意兴隆。Oh, this is the zodiac one. The dreaded zodiac challenge. This is the segment that I'm most worried about. 创业的朋友，在处理钱财方面，创业。I can't recognize the 创业。I spoke too soon Just now I said cautiously optimistic. Then it's like, oh, you gave me more options than. 太高明了，让人金钱，你精神，心力苦于 OK。 This one don't need. There's a trick one. Maybe. 防不胜防 4. 好 and 2. I'm not sure whether this is right by real. Just looks right. Never mind, I'm done.
You wanna check by yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay, then you can look through your past video.
Huh?
I don't have
Ah.
Yeah, because the answer is right there already. What? Your video.
Of taking my Chinese O-level exams for the very first time. But today, I'm tasked with a very specific challenge for Chinese New Year. You know your CNY greetings. Yeah, correct.
有会讲万事如意 right?
Yeah, 万事如意. Yeah. Yes, I trusted myself and I was right. 遍地黄金.
可是这个是怎么讲
Oh, I got all right. Excellent. So I've got one wrong so far out of 20.
新的影响之下
We're going better than we thought.
在职
Yeah 啦，
场
尽心
上
尽力 is
要
confirmed and 全心全力 is confirmed one. Okay, 3, 4. I got 25 out of 30 for this one. The fact that I have a 83% retention rate shows that maybe something did go into my mind. Yeah, but certainly this is not good enough. I mean, we're still at the bottom, though we have made, I've certainly made some progress. So I guess some of the methods that I've been using is working, but I think I'm motivated by this. And if I hustle and then I do this on a consistent basis, then you'll see proper growth in the coming weeks. Okay, I guess with this, I'll see you next chapter. Which means I have to take primary 1 again. What?